Hello people, good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Welcome back to the channel. Today I'll be doing one video. Time is pretty late, it's around 2:30 a.m. Since it's not really summer, it's going right now at this moment rainy season, we call it monsoon perhaps. A lot of rain every day, so the heat is relatively less. So still you can say part of summer because it's after this, it's going to be again hot and humid. So I don't really have any new fragrances to review today. And I have 10 fragrances with me which are good for summer. You can wear some of these in winter as well, mid year as well, but these actually have very good performance. So summer performers, you can say. This is how I'm going to label this. And these fragrances you can get, some of them you can get, some of them are discontinued, hard to find, but if you find them somewhere, give them a try. Okay, so I reviewed them all, check them out one by one. So briefly, first fragrance I'm going to show you is an inexpensive perfume. So I used to own the flanker to this back in the days, but my bottle is finished. I think I sold it off or gifted to someone. I remember back in the days, but I have the originator right now. This is called Wisal by Ajmal. Okay, this perfume is a superb rose fragrance, rose, fruity, peach, this kind of thing. But the one that I had was Wisal Dahab. Wisal Dahab was more of a also rose centric, but that was more of a clubbing 1 million ish, like more fruity, more vibrant. But this one is true to that, not aquatic, but something fresh about this. And then the rose note in this fragrance is very beast mode, just like the OG. If you are a fan of rose, I have another rose-based perfume in this list. Okay, rose is not very easy to pull off. If you're only fan of rose, you can try it. Fruitiness, rosiness, it's very pungent, strong. Like on the shirt, if you spray, it's going to last the whole day. You don't need to reapply, and it's Wisal by Ajmal. I think that's the name. Bottle is kind of like a khanjar or like a small dagger. I like that. Okay, so give it a try. Wisal by Ajmal. Next one is designer fragrance, and this perfume still has very good performance, and I think this I prefer on the winter days, this freshy, but I also see people wearing this in summer. I must say, when I go near people when they wear this, they do smell great and they do project a lot even after 4 or 5 hours after I ask them. But I know this DNA very well. This is called L'Eau de Sepuro by Issey Miyake. This is a 200 ml, so I have about, I think, 90 or 80 ml left in this big bottle. Frankly speaking, I decanted a lot more than I used this perfume. This is not one of my favorite fragrances. Okay, this is not what I like reach for in summer that much. In winter, sometimes I apply. The reason being, this fragrance actually, the what do you call, the ingredients in this, it works, perfectly for winter mornings. Okay, but excellent push from this great performer, L'Eau de Sepurum by Issey Miyake. So the next one is going to be number 3, is the other rose-based fragrance. Okay, this is a rose aquatic, fresh, watery perfume, and it's definitely love it or hate it. Many people hate this. Many people said I cannot pull it off. It's very off-putting, and it's the absolutely worst 1 million flanker ever, which is this one, 1 million Cologne. 1 million Cologne is the only flanker from this line, 1 million line. This is my new bottle. My previous bottle was like this much, so I sold it off. So I got this new one. This one comes with the cap. That's the only one. And this fragrance is very different. It's almost like maybe a Mancera kind of like, aquatic. Okay, Mancera sometimes have rose, then fruits, blue notes when you mix it, so that's very weird combination. This fragrance is not for all. This is definitely not for younger crowd. This is a very mature fragrance, but I need mood. When it's raining outside, it was very hot and all the steam is coming out, and it's going to be, I can smell the rain, the earth, this is when I wear this. This is almost like the feel of terre d'hermes, haute refresh, this kind of sentiments, like a rainy day fragrance. Um, Not my most favorite 1 million flanker because of that rose is very pungent. 1 million, each flanker has rose to certain extent, but this one has like, rose, floating in water or something like that. Okay, but give it a try because it's for a freshie. My God, the performance is just crazy. Okay, it's lasts as much as 1 million. Okay, 1 million Cologne. But this is getting expensive, so check out for the prices. Next one I love more than the previous 3, and this is actually cheaper than the previous 2, like the L'Eau d'Essai and the 1 million. This is a fragrance house of Armaf called Caballo. Okay, Caballo isn't Cabello or Caballo. Caballo is maybe horses. They do have different animal version of it. Maybe what was it, tiger or something like that. There's a tiger version, maybe, I don't know, lion or something. So this one comes with very beautiful bottle. It can be opened, like if you take out the zipper, so the bottle can be pulled out, and this is magnetic cap. Absolutely phenomenal. Not phenomenal, great presentation. So this one is very fruity, and if you know fragrances like Hachivat, Sedvat Boise, Aventus Cologne, This is the type of fragrance. It's a creamy pineapple, bergamot, you know. And to be honest, it's not exact dupe of anything. It's not like you can say 100%, oh man, I smell Aventus in there. Okay, it's not like that. Okay, so when I smell this, this one gives me the feel of those fruitiness, but it also has its own character. A very fruity, very blanche style, fresh fragrance, fruity, a lot of blackcurrant in there, I think lemon, and then pineapple. Definitely check it out, Caballo. It's a very beautiful fragrance. It's a little bit more expensive than other Armafs. That's the one thing. A great perform for summer. The next one is that white cap. It has that white blonde style, but this is definitely a very popular perfume. This one has enormous power for a freshie. This is called Hawas Ice. Okay, at this point in Bangladesh, certain sellers are selling this as low as 30. I'm sorry, I I wish I knew that the price is going to be like this for a time being. I would have, not bought this back in the days at 45 bucks. It's okay, because Hawases are around 45, 55, 65, but the prices go down in time. So wait for the prices to drop. If you can get this for $30, get 2 bottles. Okay, so good. The plum in there, the original Hawas DNA in there, but as it develops, it's more sweeter, more bodied, and more thick. And it has that icy cooling factor. So more powerful version of Hawas. Definitely check it out. It's really, really powerful. So now we have last five or top five. Top five are gonna be very powerful, all of them. But a couple of these are uncommon, like not many people show you. Number five is going to be Kenzo Marine. Okay, so Marine or Marine, I don't know. This is the turquoise blue bottle. Okay, and I use this a lot. I decanted about this much. I reach for and I sprayed, because I spray like 10, 15, 18 sprays. Don't need to do that because it already is powerful, but I really like to project with this fragrance. Okay, let's say you're going out in high heat, sun is up, like it's like right staring at you. Okay, and then you miss fragrance like Bulgari Aquamarine. Okay, fragrances like those, or something powerful from back in the time. This brings back those to life, like Bulgari Aquamarine, Cell Issey, the new version. This is also very powerful, also very beautiful, but I prefer Kenzo Marine. Very beautiful fragrance. This one got a little bit of an aquatic, some melons, and also definitely the original Kenzo DNA. So it's all mashed together, but more wearable, fruity take on Kenzo line. Definitely check it out. This Kenzo Marine. Number four is the most unusual one that nobody shows, because I'm pretty sure out of 100 reviewers, 95 people don't have this. Okay, and I was lucky because I'm a like older senior reviewer. I review fragrances for a very long time, since about now, I think since 2016, right? So 9 years, right? Almost a decade. This fragrance is so hard to find. This is Cartier Roadster Sport. Why I'm showing Sport and not the original Roadster? Because Roadster people know, but there are other flankers which are also good. This one doesn't last as much as the original Roadster. I would say this one lasts about 7 hours on me. Okay, if I spray 3 or 4 times. If I spray 8 to 10, it will definitely push more than 8 hours. But the great thing about this fragrance, the mint is nice, but it's also a little bit lemony and a little bit vegetal green. Doesn't really have the vanilla and the patchouli, whatever the combination the original Roadster has. That one also has a mint, but this is a lot more citrusy, lemony, and I will tell you, this is a performer version. Simply speaking of Dior Sport, the older version. If you can find Dior Sport and you find it to be expensive, the old days Dior Sport smell like this. Okay, so little bit lemon, little bit mint, and a little bit herbal quality. Really, really refreshing. Okay, and this, if you can find it, usual price used to 45 bucks. Now it's more about 85. Still worthy checking out. Cartier got pure quality. For office, you cannot get anything that classy that much. Okay, Cartier Roadster Sport. Number three is this fragrance, Discontinued. One of my most favorite from this line. Like I really, really cherished this when I had 175 ml bottle, and I loved it more than anything else. Like in this whole line. Made me sad that this is the fragrance. This bottle was gifted to me by one of my brothers. This is called Aquadeio Essenza. This is as much as I have. After this bottle is gone, I cannot find this anymore, at least at a decent price. So there's a lot of new Aquadeio Profumo, Aquadeio Puffa. Aquadeio Profumo is gone. Perfume 125 ml. This is the best thing you can get right now as an alternative to Profumo. But this one, blood orange, not blood orange. It's like an orangey, kind of like a blood orange kind of feel, and it's lemon, but at the same time, it's not exactly Aquadeio. It has this grapefruit sort of vibe. Okay, so fruity, little bit more fruity than Aquadeio OG and a little bit less spicy, somewhere between Aquadeio and the OG, with a lot of power. Really one of a kind fragrance, very masculine and gentlemanly. And this perfume really can be a signature scent, like how Platinum Ego is great, right? So this is that level, right? And got great power, Aquadeio Essenza. But sorry to say, this is a bit rare to find now. Okay, number 2 and number 1 both are beastly. I prefer number 1 over this for the smell. This one is better performing than number 1, but I don't have mood to wear this every day. This can be a little bit too sweet and too fruity and too grapefruit like and too, you can say, unisex like at times. That's why I cannot wear this. Can be headache inducing, but still a great fragrance called Sicily. This perfume I had back in the days with the screw-on cap. Nowadays, all the caps are like this. I wore this. Okay, I wore all the new formulation: Hindu Kush, Cedrat Bois, Intense, and some of the other ones. Sicily. What else? Instant Crush. They all like last. Longevity is no issue with Mansera, but as time progresses, these fragrances become more intense. How do I say that? Because I've shown yesterday that Mansera Instant Crush, the juice color is so thick. Just showing you new Instant Crush, it's nowhere near this color. Okay, it's not the color that matters, it's the intensity. Some of the Mansera Coco Vanille, some of the other ones, man, you wish you have to take a shower to get them off of your skin. This one's still great 7-8 hours fragrance with the new formulation. So for summer, as a niche, this is still very, very affordable. This within 80-85 bucks for a tester, $110, 124 full bottle, and 120 ml definitely is a great value. And I can tell you a little bit more of unisex means I think women would love this more, but I wear it, no problem. Okay, so Mansera, this is called Sicily, Beast Mode activated. Number 1, for the smell, this one wins, and this is number 1. Sadly, this one has been reformulated, and the new smell is more of another fragrance from this house, but not exactly this DNA. If you can find the old formulation, this is called Prada Amber Purum with this juice, deep purple color. New ones are kind of gray. So check the batch code. The ones that are now 2 years old or so, they are the new ones. But these old ones, what it did, it was a masterpiece. This was one of the best designer perfume of all time. Like Essenza stands out, La Nuit de l'Homme stands out, 1 million. So the new version of this smells more like a Prada Luna Rosa meets Prada L'Homme meets Prada Amber. So when you mix all three, it's less potent. It's a great fragrance too, but like that's a good fragrance. This is a great fragrance. Okay, so I wear this, man. This one gave me enormous performance, man. Even you spray twice, okay, this stays on the shirt throughout the whole day. It's like Prada L'Homme freshness, but more powerful. The amber, the spices, great fragrance. It smells like a bar of soap you never smelled before. If you never smelled it, you need to smell it, the old version. There's nothing like this in the market. I never found. I literally reviewed thousands of fragrances. Nothing comes close to, and comes to fresh and clean soapy. This is the number 1, Prada Amber Purum, and that's the review. Thank you so much for watching. And I think I will not do any more videos. And I would like to say one thing with finishing this note. Maybe I've been doing too many of those, long videos. Many of you got upset, like this is nothing to do with fragrances. I was very disturbed. Okay, I personally, I don't want to do another video, just want to disclose this and then finish the video. Something was bothering me for last 2-3 days. I did not go to social media. I mean, I did upload here in YouTube, but where I post my groups, scent of the day, this, I didn't have the mental peace. Something happened. I don't want to go in depth, but some of you already perhaps guessed what it could be. Something was bothering me. I needed closure, and I tried my best to write it. It almost it got me so disturbed at night. I had panic attacks. Okay, so life is not easy always. Sometimes we think life we are in control, but sometimes life is unpredictable. And perhaps I got my closure. Perhaps I got the answers, and perhaps I made a very strong, maybe an evil decision to someone, but I had to do it because this was just literally killing me. I needed to. Sometimes when you want to move on, you have to make some strict decisions, and you have to shut your self just to be able to survive. And I want to survive. I want to be moving on in life. I want to be smiling again. You didn't see me smiling that much for last few days because literally I was in pain, right? But anyway, so I hope this works. Sometimes you have to be selfish. That's what I do. Sometimes you have to do just to be doing the right thing for yourself, for others, and for others happiness. You cannot be selfish all the time, right? So thank you so much for all your kind words and those who shared my videos and you understood my situation. You know, sometimes as human beings we have feelings, and we need to set ourselves free from everything just to move on. Okay, so if you're in pain, if you're in a bad place, I hope it works out for you. But you know, choose not the easy way. Sometimes hard way is the way to go, and that may be difficult for a while, but you'll be okay. Okay, so I pray for you, and I don't pray for everyone who lied to me, especially people who lie to me. I never ever will forgive them, and this is one thing I have been always. There's a limit to everything, you know. So people, when they lie to you, when they break your trust and they deceive you, and then you see it and find it out, don't deal with it. Don't take it. You know, never take it, because you deserve better. Okay, take care, guys. Have a nice day and keep me in your prayers. Good night from Dhaka, Bangladesh.